What's up guys, welcome back to the channel and to some more WWE 2K19 coverage. And we got another episode of the roundup dedicated for WWE 2K19 because last week the first episode of it did so well and you guys absolutely knocked it out of the park with all the interactions in it. I think I ended up asking you guys for 619 likes and you guys went beyond that times like 3 or 4. So thank you so much, you savages. Nonetheless, if this is the first episode that you watch of the roundup in this channel, then do keep in mind of this. In this series, I recap you guys on other news and confirmations that we got throughout the week, inform you guys on some of the latest reveals, and last but not least, unlike the other videos, here we also cover some of the rumors and speculations surrounding the game. So do keep in mind that not everything we discuss in the rumor section is confirmed. Anyways, let's get right to it. In this roundup episode, the match that you guys are seeing in the background is Bobby Lashley versus Roman Reigns, a WWE 2K18 simulation, and it was actually a pretty good match with a couple of interesting interruptions throughout the match. So definitely pay attention to it as I discuss with you guys all the latest. And we started off this week with a behind the scenes of the WWE 2K19 Rey Mysterio pre-order bonus trailer, which was posted on the Up Up Down Down YouTube channel, and nothing too crazy was shown as it was just some of the superstars that were part of the trailer indicating how excited they were that they were working with Rey Mysterio for the promotion of WWE 2K19. But in it we also got a small glimpse, or I should say a small clip, of Rey Mysterio himself jumping up just like how he does it in his entrance. But something I didn't get to mention about this, and it seems like something that not a lot of people are mentioning, is the fact that chances are Rey Mysterio was actually able to do the mocap for himself, for his own character in WWE 2K19, because if you think about it, the schedule that he currently has is now with the WWE, so he does have a bit more free time than the superstars that are in the WWE schedule. So you could pretty much bet that we're gonna be getting some very cool animations for Rey Mysterio, and that most importantly they are updated and that he did the mocapping for it himself. I will definitely try to confirm it with 2K just to be 100%. Early on this week I also discuss with you guys the possibility of Hulk Hogan being in WWE 2K19. A bunch of you guys were asking me about it because last weekend Hulk Hogan was reinstated into the WWE Hall of Fame and he is basically back with the WWE. I mentioned a couple of things, including the fact that yes, WWE games have the model for Hulk Hogan from WWE 2K15, so they could ultimately just include it in 2K19 no problem by just slightly updating it. But I also explained to you guys how it is late in the game cycle already for WWE games to just start working on Hulk Hogan to ultimately include him in this year's game. Let's not also forget the fact that not everyone is happy that Hulk Hogan is back, so it's probably best for WWE games to hold it off until next year, when hopefully by that time Hulk Hogan has done more to gain more of the WWE universe. WWE games could also work on putting him in the DLC this year, but as you guys know, by the time that the game comes out, and pretty much by this time already, the DLC are already set up. The marketing for it is more than likely already done, so for them to include Hulk Hogan in it, it's gonna require them to do a lot of changes, which will ultimately cost them a lot of money and a little bit extra time. But to end it off, you know, never say never, I guess, right? Maybe WWE games knew that Hulk Hogan was coming back, so they worked on him earlier on. I certainly doubt it, but never say never. So that is the recap on what we covered this week, and moving on to the latest news, and I actually want to reference a WWE 2K18 forum in which it indicates, or at least I should say it projects, other reveals that happened last year leading into the release of that game. And when looking at the first couple of weeks of reveals, they're very similar already, in which E3 already happened, we actually didn't get anything, but we did have the conference in which the game was revealed, and we got the cover start and also the pre-order bonus reveal. So according to that timetable, two very important things are gonna be coming up within this week or next week. So basically, if the marketing of WWE 2K19 continues to be similar to WWE 2K18, which is expected, then by this upcoming week, The collector's edition of WWE 2K19 should be announced, and the week after, which is the first week of August, we should be getting the first screenshot for WWE 2K19. Then of course, by the middle of August, around SummerSlam time, that is when the roster reveal will begin. But again, for this upcoming week, the collector's edition seems to be the focus, and if we are basing it on other rumors that we have been discussing, especially on the previous roundup, then the collector's edition could very well be Daniel Bryan. But again, those are just speculation and we don't necessarily know for sure just yet. To add to that is the fact that NBA 2K19 just ended up revealing their first screenshots this past weekend, and usually that is followed with screenshots of the next WWE game. It is a marketing strategy that 2K Games have been doing over the last couple of years. And moving on to some other news, and we're talking once again about Greg Hamilton, who over the last 2 weeks has been retweeting a lot of members of the WWE 2K community when they ask him about WWE 2K19. Something that we covered before is the fact that we know he worked for WWE Games already. He did something for them, but we just don't know specifically just yet, and we don't know if he's going to be in the game. The latest that he said was the following: when someone asked WWE Games if he will be in the game, he stated at WWE Games, "Oh man, you have a dilemma with AJ Styles, which is the featured superstar that I announced, and then Shinsuke Nakamura. Don't make him mad. What did the fans want?" So of course we want Greg Hamilton in WWE 2K19. So maybe this is him teasing that we are gonna be getting him in the game. Hopefully that is the case. And now moving on to some of the latest reports that we have gotten but that haven't been confirmed just yet. And on the following report, just like the previous roundup, I'm gonna be referring to King Mo, who has been giving us some early information and revealed multiple announcements this year and last year ahead of time. So one thing that he ended up discussing this week was that because of the lawsuit that WWE and WWE 2K is currently facing in regards to Randy Orton, they literally have two versions of him ready to go, with of course the two variation and the actual tattoos, just in case it is necessary depending how the lawsuit ends up being. In regards to the lawsuit, as of last week, WWE sent a 22-page statement for it to be removed, so we don't know the specific result of that just yet. So it should be interesting to see if we hear anything about it before the game comes out. King Mo also ended up discussing the following in regards to My Career mode and also General Manager being part of that game mode. It will specify how there will be more extensive storylines with authority figures, but he also added something that caught my attention even more: the fact that Daniel Bryan will play a role outside of My Career mode instead of just being the GM of SmackDown Live, as he was before he was cleared to compete. This is of course a strong indication that maybe we are indeed gonna be getting that 2K Showcase mode for Daniel Bryan, or just in general that story mode that we have been discussing involving Daniel Bryan and his triumphant return to in-ring competition. It was also added that of course Daniel Bryan model is updated, and if there is some type of story mode for him, we're more than likely going to be getting multiple versions of Daniel Bryan. And last but not least, we are of course going to be getting a much bigger roster, and King Mo ended up stating that there will be an increase in the Cruiserweight Division Superstars roster because of the high demand for it last year. The Women's Division of course will also be much bigger. Nonetheless, you savages, that is what I got for you on this 2K19 roundup. I hope that you enjoy or found this informative, and if you did, make sure to elbow drop a like on this video. If you are still here, let's try to go for 1,000 and plus likes. As always, to be fully up to date throughout the week and on the weekend for more roundups, make sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on those notifications. We in the road to 100,000 subscribers. Macho T, dig it. By the way, let me know down in the comments below which 205 Live superstar do you want to see in 2K19 that wasn't featured in last year's game.